Start it. We are back. We are here today with Kim Kahn and Katie Harden.
Hi.
Hello, ladies. I'm Tammy Grant, and I'm with Tri-State Media Services, and this is Michael behind the camera. He chose to be behind the camera today. I tried to get him out here, but he says he really likes that being behind the scenes. That way he can control everything. But we are here to talk about the homeless today. I got a message last night from Kim. She has some things to share with us, and I thought it would be a good idea for her to come on the podcast. And her daughter's here with her also. She didn't know she was going to be on camera, but I kind of talked her into it. I said, hey, you were little when all this happened. Won't you give your perspective of it? So this is what we're going to do. Kim, I'm going to give you the floor. You just start from the beginning where you want to start, and it's all good. You're going to do good here. Okay, she's a little bit nervous.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it started in the late 90s, like I told you.
Yeah.
It started with domestic violence.
Okay.
And my girls were in diapers.
Yeah.
And we went to Safe Harbor.
You got two daughters, and
yes.
their names are
Katie and Nikki.
Nikki, okay.
Yeah. And they were both in diapers, 2 and 3. So we went to Safe Harbor. And it was a good place to go.
Mm-hmm. And this was in Ashland, right?
Yeah, it's in Ashland, Kentucky.
Okay.
But at the time, without going into great detail, but he was able to send someone into the shelter pretending to be battered to find out if I was in there.
Oh, wow.
So we moved to a hotel for a short time,
right,
until we were able to go back. But in that time, I saw no hope because I couldn't go get a job because you can't leave your children there.
Right.
I had no daycare. So I was sitting in Safe Harbor that night, and I heard a lady talking about how she was leaving the next day, leaving Kentucky.
Oh, wow.
So I was desperate, and I gave her $85 I had in food stamps to take me and the girls as far away as she could from Kentucky.
Oh, wow.
So she took us to Killeen, Texas, and dropped us off, and we were able to hook up with another shelter there that was willing to come and pick us up with cab. They did offer a daycare, so the next day I was able to go out and get a job at a Little Caesars inside of Kmart.
And this was in Texas?
This was in Killeen, Texas, which is just a small.
What part of Texas is that? Do you know?
It's like an army base almost.
Okay.
It's very small.
Okay.
So I got that job there, and my youngest one, Nikki, was born with a skin disorder called ichthyosis.
Right.
And she needed medical treatment that I wasn't able to get for her being homeless.
Mm-hmm.
So I read up, and there was a bigger hospital in Dallas that I thought would be good for her. So the people of Kmart, took up a collection to get me and my daughters a bus ticket. And we got to Dallas. And this is the reason I wanted to tell this story, because they have such a great setup for their homeless there.
Okay.
We found there was a Salvation Army shelter, which is 3 stories high. The first floor is for families that are displaced. The second floor are for domestic violence, and then the third floor is for strictly men. But it's not just a shelter, because they give you have to leave the shelter by 7 o'clock the next day. But they give you daycare for your children, so your kids are taken care of. They give you 2 bus tickets, a sack lunch. They dress you. And then there's a program called Rainbow Days in downtown Dallas that they would send you to for job training.
Wow.
Yeah. And it will help you anything from learning to type or learning accounting and helping you with resumes and how to do mock interviews. And they help you. They just help you get on your feet.
That was back in the 90s?
Yeah, this was by then, it's probably 98, I would say.
I wonder if they've still got that program in.
It is still there, because I keep in contact with them.
Wow, that's amazing.
So while you're there, you're working towards a goal, getting a job. Once you get a job, you can still stay there for up to a year because there's another program called Genesis, which is ran by a church.
Okay.
And what it is, it's apartments. It's almost set up like Bruce or Hillcrest. It's all apartments, and in the center is the office.
Right.
But it is for homeless people who have went through this other program with Salvation Army. You apply for it. If you meet their criteria, we were called at 11 or 11:30 one night that we had been accepted.
Oh, wow.
And they had a cab come and pick us up, took us there. We walked in probably about 12 o'clock that night to a completely furnished, from food to towels, apartment, 1-bedroom apartment, which was plenty
Like
big enough for us.
efficiency, like-
Efficiency apartment, yes. But it was even down to decorations. I
Wow.
mean, encyclopedias. I mean, it just looked like we were walking in from the store like we had already lived there.
Right.
And they even had like a welcome basket and with, a welcome note telling us, please, look in your cabinets, you'll find your food. The refrigerator was stocked.
That is
And
amazing.
amazing. And I walked in and I just cried.
Yes.
Which I cry all the time anyway. But
Well, that is a mother's cry right
yeah,
there.
it was just amazing. I could not believe
Yeah.
that this was happening.
Right.
And you can live there for a year, but while you're there, once a week you would go downtown and you would meet with a group of people that from therapists to advisors. And then I had like my own accountant that I was assigned to, and he would sit down with me because I had my job, and he would sit down with me and figure out what I thought I would need cash on hand for the week.
Wow. See, that's awesome.
Then the rest I would give to them. They would put it in a bank account like I had paid rent and paid all my utilities.
Yeah.
At the end of that year, I got every penny of that back.
Really?
Yes. So I was able to get us a really nice apartment in a really nice part of town. I had worked my way up from security guard, and I had gotten a job as a security guard at a lab, Smith, Klein and Beecham Laboratories.
Okay.
While I was working there as a security guard, I would sit at my desk and I would read in between my rounds.
Yeah.
And one of the lab supervisors came out one night, and she was talking to me about what I was reading, and she said, "Why are you doing this?" And I said, "What do you mean, why am I doing this?" And she said, "Why are you working as a security guard?" She said, "I just have a feeling that you're capable of more than that."
Oh, wow.
And I told her a little bit about my story and why I was in Dallas. She had me stay over work for an interview the next morning.
Really?
Yeah, and she interviewed me, and they hired me on the spot to work in one of the laboratories.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what did you do in the lab? Come on, tell it.
Well, they called it aliquoting, but actually what it was pouring pee.
Okay.
They did even around here, all of the drug testing and things, and
right.
forensic things would come there, and then we would test the urine.
Okay, there you go.
So I was she would tell everybody, "Mom, my mama pours the pee." That's what she told everybody her mommy did.
That's funny. But it's true. It was true, but that's her sense of humor.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I love it.
But
Okay.
there's just so much. There's so many empty buildings here. There's the
Right.
old YMCA in Russell that
Oh,
would make a
yes.
perfect apartment
Yes,
building.
that's a good idea.
And you can take the families and separate them from the other homeless,
Uh-huh.
or even have a place for the domestic violence there too, because I know that Safe Harbor can't really take everybody in, and they won't take families in. So
Right.
you have to be battered to go into that shelter.
Right. Now, when the families go in, are you able to be together?
Yes.
Like you can sleep.
Yeah, they give you a room together.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I've not ever experienced anything like
Yeah, and
this,
they
and
have
it
a
blows
place-
my mind. It
Yeah,
really
they
does.
have a place. I don't know how the families' rooms were. I'm sure they were bigger than what I had on my unit, but I
Right.
had a bedroom, which was a good sized bedroom.
Yeah.
And it had a bed for them and a bed for me.
Okay.
And then there was a laundry room to wash your clothing.
Wow.
Yeah, they had a huge kitchen
Mm-hmm.
where they cooked all the meals and things. Actually, our first Thanksgiving there, I helped serve.
Did you?
Yeah, and the girls helped me.
And did they everybody get together and do a Thanksgiving?
They had a big, huge Thanksgiving meal.
Okay, so you didn't have to do it on your
remember it?
own like that, did you? You didn't
No.
like in your
No,
own room or anything.
No, not until we got our apartment with Genesis.
Yeah.
And then we were able to have our first Christmas
Oh.
tree. I didn't have any, they donated the tree and I didn't have any decorations, but my mom had just passed.
Oh, it's okay.
So we posted her picture.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay.
But even my family back here didn't know really where I was. I didn't tell anybody
Really?
where I was. And I would call back because my stepfather was sick at the time with cancer. He was dying.
Right.
And I would call back and talk to him once a week. But nobody knew where we were because we weren't allowed to tell anybody where we were.
You wasn't allowed?
No, while we were in the domestic violence part, no.
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was for the safety of everybody
Right,
on that unit,
exactly.
not just ours.
Yes.
So, but
Oh,
it was
wow.
run mostly by volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that we're not Dallas. I get that. But there's so many little ideas we could take.
Right.
I mean, there's more to helping a homeless than giving them a bed for the night.
Right.
Teach them they can't get a job without clothes.
Yeah, and we need to have programs.
Yeah.
And volunteers. It takes a village to raise
does.
a family. And I feel like when you're in a city like Ashland, I feel like we're family. We need to be family.
We need to be.
So we can all work together. It's what it takes. I mean, I just can't do it by myself. Michael can't, and you all can't.
It's just like the mayor said. He had a good analogy when he said, how do you eat an elephant? You take one bite at a time.
Right.
Well, one man can't eat the whole thing.
Exactly.
Everybody's got to take a bite.
Yes.
But we're so busy feeling uncomfortable or trying to pretend like they're not there or even hiding them.
Right.
We're not helping them. Giving them a bed for a few hours a night's not helping them.
No.
And that's not really a good situation for families with children.
Oh, I know. And you have to leave at 7:00.
Yeah, it's just not a good situation. And there's so many families that are staying in situations that are dangerous because there's nothing,
Yeah.
and they're afraid to ask.
Wow. Now, is there like some kids in the shelter that go to school and stuff?
They all go to school. They have
Yeah.
to go to school, yes.
So
If they're old enough,
Yeah.
then yes, they have to go to school.
yeah. So I mean, they have to leave there, and they can't come back till what time? Is it 7
I'm
or
not
8
sure.
o'clock?
I think it's 7 o'clock or 8.
It's-
They can't come
I
back.
heard something like
And
that.
I'm not even sure.
mean-
It's early when they have to be out, but
Where do you go? What do you do?
they don't. That's what I'm saying. There's just, we'll see you later if you
Wow.
get back in line because they can only take so many.
There's got to be something better than this.
There has to be something better.
Okay, continue. We kind of got off of there a little bit. So
Well, basically, I just wanted to be able to give some ideas of ways that we could help. I mean,
Okay.
we can give them job training.
yes.
We can give them, like I said, like they did with me. They gave me the job training, and then you had so long to have a job,
Right.
or you had to leave.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And
You
this
couldn't-
is this in Ashland or is that in
this
Texas?
was in Texas.
Okay.
When we went into Salvation Army, you had a week grace period to get
Something.
together.
Oh, okay.
No, just get comfortable and
Okay.
get situated.
Well, that's good that they give you that.
Yeah, they do give you a grace period, but then at the end of that, you've got 2-3 days that you have to either be in a job training program or be at a job,
Well,
one or the other. And like I said, it's not that I had never worked, but my husband at the time didn't like me to work, and he had taken care of me the entire time we were
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
And I had 2 small kids, and I honestly didn't know what to do with them. And at the time, I had no schooling other
that's
than
what I
high
was going
school.
to say. You probably didn't
I
have
really
anything
didn't have
other than
anything
high
but
school.
fast food, and I didn't know what to do because, my family were going through things, and I couldn't depend.
Right.
I couldn't ask, put my burden on them.
Yeah, it makes it hard whenever you're a single parent, to
I did turn to my biological father. I did turn to him, and his response was, "Well, he doesn't hit you every day, does he?"
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was very upset that I had left.
Wow.
He said that it was selfish, that I wasn't
Selfish.
thinking about my girls because he didn't hit me every day. And when he does hit you, doesn't he buy you things?
What?
Because he would,
Are you
after something would
serious?
happen, he would take me the next day and buy me stuff.
Well, see,
So
that just blows my
my
mind.
biological father thought that was good enough reason for me to stay
No.
where I was at.
Well, you know that's not, right?
No, it wasn't. It
Yeah.
wasn't good enough. But I don't want to speak ill of him because he's since deceased. But probably 5, 6 years ago, he and I sat down, and I found out that he was just simply sick, and he was self-medicating
Oh, okay.
with the drugs and the drinking.
Right. So,
He told me everything I needed to hear for all those years to put
Aw.
closure on it.
thank God.
Yeah, thank God I did that happen because he was the love of my life.
Right.
I mean, he was. I still will always love him.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew that it wasn't safe.
Right.
But like I said, we made peace, and he was a good person. He just had problems.
Right. Well,
So,
at least you found out and made things right,
Yeah.
and that's what matters the most.
but people don't understand the homeless. They think that you want to be homeless.
right.
That's the way I was taught. That's the way I was treated here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, even my biological father, I was choosing to be homeless, and I
Wow.
wasn't. I just didn't know anything else to do.
Right.
I was trying. But when I got to Dallas, it's like it was a whole different world because people were so nice, and they were showing me, giving me what I needed to get my pride
Right.
back and get back on my feet. And the entire time I was trying to protect them and make them think we were on an adventure.
Uh-huh. We'll get into that in a minute.
And I would cry at night. I still cry at night thinking
Yeah.
about stuff that
Hey.
I put them through.
Well, and but that wasn't your choice, Kim. That wasn't your choice in the matter. You had to do what you had to do, and I commend you on that. I mean, you've told me a lot of things sitting here, and we'll get into more of that here in a little bit, but I admire you. I
Thank you.
admire you greatly. That was so brave to just take off and leave Ashland. So brave. And did you know that Texas was like that?
No, I had no idea. I was scared to death when I got off the bus there.
Listen, let's just talk about this a second. Look where God put you. God put that lady in your path.
Yeah.
He knew what needed to be done, and you needed to get away, and that gave you that chance to leave.
I never saw her again after that.
Do you think it might have been an angel?
I don't know.
I've heard of that. I've heard of angels appearing.
I've tried to find her on social media. And
have you really?
I don't know if she's remarried or I don't even remember what her last name was. I knew her first name was Angie. That's really all I
Angie.
knew.
Well, we thank God for Angie for what she done for you and your kids.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for her.
That's a mind blowing.
And she made the trip so fun for them too.
Did she really?
Yeah, like we weren't even friends, but you would have thought we were Thelma and Louise by the end of that trip.
And you were, probably.
We had such a good time, and she made everything so fun for them.
Right. Right. Well, we're going to talk to Katie for a few minutes here. Katie, I know this was probably rough for you. You were, what, 2 or 3 when all this went on? Or maybe a little bit older?
A little bit older. I think like four or 5.
You were almost 4, but
Okay. And give your perspective on it. I know you were a child and you had no clue, right?
No, I didn't. Like my mom, I was talking to her about Christmas a couple years ago, and she was telling me our first tree was like broke, and she had it in a center block.
Oh.
Our tree was always decorated like with our toys that we got from like Happy Meals and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Hey, that's amazing.
we lost those toys. They got misplaced a few years ago. That's so sad. They have like old Rugrats and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I
Wow.
don't remember like any of the bad parts. Like I remember being in Dallas, and I remember being on the bus. I remember we took a train to some places too.
we used to take the DART train on the weekends, and that's another thing. The bus drivers were so nice, and the train conductor. I would take, it was $1 to ride DART. And, I didn't have much money. So I would take them on the DART train on the weekends, on Saturdays.
Right.
And he would drive under the tunnel and turn the lights out so they could see like stars around us. It was the lights of the tunnel.
See, that's awesome that people like that
Yeah.
did that for you all.
The bus drivers taught me the routes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember anything bad about Safe Harbor. Like I remember playing in the basement, and I remember they would have scavenger hunts for us sometimes.
Yeah, that's nice.
For the kids.
Yeah.
And that's here in Ashland.
Yes, that's in
here
Ashland.
That's really the only part I remember about Ashland, and then doing the interview with the Daily Independent for Nick's skin condition.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
the paper came there to interview me and talk about Nikki. It was
In
in the
her, she
paper.
had a skin condition.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and anything bad having to do with that. The most uncomfortable thing is we were on the Greyhound bus for like 3 days. and we
Oh,
were
that's a
sleeping
nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really great.
The floor was sticky, and I left my bear named Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Oh
used it as a
no, we
pillow.
lost Fuzzy Wuzzy on the
But there was somebody on that
bus.
bus that let me use his leather jacket as a blanket because we didn't have one. And I
Yeah.
remember that. I remember the smell of leather still reminds me of that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And that was like, oh my gosh, I'm old. Like
Some
20
lady
plus
fed
years
them
ago.
grapes too
Grapes.
on the bus trip.
Uh-huh.
2 babies in diapers, and she fed them grapes.
Oh wow.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
For me, it was. For her, she had to clean it up.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, you know that all these people are angels in your life. You do know that, right?
We've been taken care of
Yeah.
by strangers that we'll never see again.
More so than
unfortunately.
probably family, you know.
Yeah,
I've seen it too many times of families turning their backs on, you know, the other people, and it's a hard situation to stomach, but
I had some family turn their back on me.
Yeah.
Not my siblings or anybody like that, but like I said, my biological dad,
yeah, right.
he just wrote me off.
But God put these angels in your life. That's the way I feel too.
I mean,
feel
there
like-
was a man at one of the bus stops, and I was telling you earlier about him that he only had one leg,
Yeah.
and he had made it over to sit beside of me, and we were talking, and he was telling me that he was homeless, and I was telling him about the shelter that I stayed at, Salvation Army, and what all they had done for me, and he had no way to get there, so I gave him a bus ticket. Well, I handed it to him, and I turned around to see what they were doing, and as fast as I could turn back around, that man disappeared.
Oh,
And
so,
he only had one leg, so I know on crutches he didn't get away that fast.
no. So God puts people in your
Yeah.
life for a reason, and I do believe that. But Katie, you want to continue on how it was whenever
Yeah.
he was growing up like that?
When we lived in Dallas, I remember doing the Thanksgiving. I remember trying cranberry sauce there.
Did you like it?
I think so. I like it now.
Uh-huh.
But I remember just seeing, like, I saw, because that was like when the families and the domestic, we could all like be together. And I was like, oh, there's so many more people that live in my apartment, my
Oh,
house.
yeah.
'Cause I thought that whole place was my house. And I thought we were rich because I thought that whole place was my house.
I love it.
And I just thought that we couldn't go to the very top. I thought you didn't want us up there because it was haunted.
Did you tell her something like
No,
that?
I don't
No,
think so.
She
No.
didn't.
So you made that up in your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I remember flying on the plane to go to Dallas or to come back from Dallas.
We
and-
came back one weekend.
Yeah. But I just remember it being fun for me. Like,
Right.
even like when she had to work night shifts and me and my sister, we would watch TV and wake her up after Wishbone. I'd be like, okay, I'm in charge now. Mom's leaving me in charge, so I'm in charge of her. So she has to listen to me.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
The older sibling.
I'd make her go out on the time, like the little balcony thing, and I'd be like, you got to get 3 ladybugs and bring them to me.
Are you serious? I love it.
I didn't know that.
Well,
But
yeah.
you know, you made it better for your sister too. You
Yeah.
know, to show her things that could be done. You probably didn't realize it at the time, but you did.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I think you had got us something, but you hid it under. It was like a doll. You bought me and Nikki a doll, and I don't think they were very expensive dolls, but you hid them from us, and I don't know what they were for. But we found them. You hid them under your bed, and we
Oh.
found them, and I was like, oh my gosh. My mom's rich. She bought us these dolls
Aw.
so we could have them to play with while she was asleep because we opened them while you were sleeping.
No way.
And I was like, she must have hid these so we could play hide and seek to find these for
That
us.
is so
But
funny.
really, she just didn't have anywhere else to hide them.
Right. And y'all played with the dolls that night?
Sure did. Yeah, when we woke her up after Wishbone went off so she could go to work. And then I remember this woman named Tamika.
Yes.
Yeah, was she our babysitter?
She was my best friend in
Yeah.
Genesis in that apartment building.
Right.
Yeah, and I told mom that I told people that my mom collected poop for work. And then when she worked at McDonald's here, I told people she made ketchup there.
Oh, wow.
And I was very proud of that fact. And,
Yes.
I think I told everybody in kindergarten that you made ketchup, and I know that I stood up on the chair on food stamp day and at the end of school, and I said, "It's food stamp day! It's food stamp day!"
Oh, wow.
Just announced it.
And you didn't realize that.
No.
I mean, and you weren't embarrassed about it because you really didn't know any
Yeah,
different,
I was
right?
Embarrassed. My mom, when the teacher told
Yes,
her,
exactly.
was embarrassed, but to me, no.
That's a mom thing.
Yeah, I was like, no, my mom earned these food stamps.
Yeah.
And you did.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, she earned them. That's like
That's
a special
right.
treat for us because we got
Right.
like the little, she would buy us like the little cakes and stuff, and we got
Yeah.
like one after dinner. But I had a great time growing up. Like
Wow.
whenever we were homeless, but to me, in my head, we weren't. We could have lived it. It was like my version of Disney World because
Wow.
there were toys there. There was always new people to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Because I liked playing with new people then. Like I don't like new people now, but new people then it was exciting. Getting to play with other children, like my sister having people that she didn't have to bother me. She could go play with other children,
Right.
play other games with them.
Yeah, that's a
walk them.
sister thing. Yeah.
It was a great time for me. Like I don't remember our struggles then. Like I don't. My mom standing out in the corner, like handing out her resume,
Mm-hmm.
and getting that job. The only part I remember from that is going to her job one day and being spun by the doctor, and then going to McDonald's afterwards.
Right.
And I think that doctor, we went to the zoo one time when we were there too.
Yeah.
Did he pay for that?
Yep, he did.
Oh, wow.
That's what I remember. Like I remember.
He took us that day, so we didn't take the bus.
Yeah.
That was
He and his wife.
your other job, right, that you got
That-
later on?
Yes, with the eye doctor.
The eye doctor.
Yes.
Like, tell the story on that you was handing out your resume.
Yeah, they had at the Rainbow Place. I had made my resumes, so I put them in. You weren't with me. You were in daycare, but I stood out on one of the medias on one of the busiest roads, and I stood where the red light was. And every time the light would turn red and someone would stop, if they would allow me, I would give them my resume, just
Wow.
hand them out to
See, that's
everybody.
something.
And just so happened that doctor had been one of the ones that I had given it to, and he went home and told his wife about me, and he called me that night and told me to come into work, even if I had to bring my girls to come into his office.
And you did.
And I did. I had to take them with me, and I was telling them there was one other time I had to take him because it had flurried, and in Texas, no one knows how to drive in a flurry.
Right.
So the daycare shut down,
Oh,
and
wow.
I knew that I had eyeglasses there from the day before that I had to finish.
Mm-hmm.
So I was taking them with me, and I was talking to them on the bus, and I was telling them, you need to be good while Mommy's working, and then I'll try to get out early, and then we'll go do something.
Okay.
So while we were sitting there, a lady stands up to get off the bus, and she turned around, and she went to hand me $20, and I told her, I said, thank you, but I have a job. I mean, I have a job and I have money, but thank you. She said, no, because I remember before I went to nursing school and my kids were little, how much it meant to me if someone would have been nice, kind enough to me to do something for my kids. So she gave me the money and we got to work. And he played with the doctor, played with the girls and spun them
Wow.
around the chair. And I finished up what I needed to finish up, probably 30 minutes worth of work. And then he came back and told me, he gave me some money, and he said, I want you to take the girls, take the day off and take them to McDonald's. He said, but don't worry, you're still going to get paid for your 8 hours.
Oh, my gosh. If only everybody was like that,
And it
that had
doesn't,
that
I mean,
heart.
it doesn't take anything to be nice to people.
Right.
And even if they weren't given money, just the fact there's so many smiles that made my day better. So many times I would just be so down and out, and I'd have the girls with me, and I was trying not to let them see me upset, but I just was trying to figure out what we were going to do next, what was
Right.
going to be our next move. And someone would just tell me how beautiful my daughters were.
Oh.
Or because they were the only blonde, at one time they were the only blonde-haired, blue-eyed kids in that building.
Oh, wow.
So just to tell me how beautiful my girls were,
Mm-hmm.
or, what a good job I was doing with them.
See, and it doesn't take anything.
It takes nothing to make somebody's day a little bit better.
Right. Just to say, hey, you look pretty today. Or,
Yeah, anything.
just any little simple act of kindness. And I've discussed this with Leanne Gallagher, the RAC movement. And I got a little story to tell real quick about that. I had one of my friends called me today, and she'd been struggling a little bit, financially, and just a lot going on. And she said, she was going to go through McDonald's. And she said, well, I might have to wait on my check. Maybe I shouldn't do this. But she was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So she chose to go ahead and go through. Well, guess what? Somebody in front of them paid for her meal.
That's amazing.
Does God not work in the most mysterious ways there ever? And I said, "Oh my gosh, that's rack. You got racked."
Yeah, you got
you know?
racked.
And we've always been a big advocate on that and always trying to help. And that's what everyone needs to do. If you've got the means to do it, you need to throw it
Well,
out
it's
there.
just like everything that you guys have done, with the food drive and
Yeah.
just you had the mayor on to talk about the homeless and things. If everybody would just take 5 minutes,
Yes.
just 5 minutes out of their time, instead of trying not to make eye contact like it's contagious,
Right.
just saying hi, speaking to them like they're a person, even
Right.
can make the biggest change in them.
Mm-hmm.
It can make the biggest change in their day.
Right.
Or, yeah, exactly.
And when you pull up to the red light and they're sitting there, you're like, okay. But you hear all these stories about, when they leave, they get into a big Cadillac or whatever. But as you said earlier,
That could be their home.
or they could have borrowed that car
that
from
too.
someone to get there. It's not like they own it, and you don't know if they own it or not. They've
Right.
probably just been loaned that car to be able to get down there and get money
Exactly.
for what they need.
You don't know their story, so
Right. And a lot of people that are homeless do have mental.
and they're self-medicating because they
yes.
can't get help.
Right. So we've got to find a solution here. Like, this is ridiculous.
I even think it would be a good idea to set up like little pop-up medical places. Just have somebody check the homeless blood pressure or their sugar.
Yes.
You know,
yes, definitely. I mean, you could do
because
that in
they're-
Walmart.
Yeah, anybody can do that.
Yeah.
Anybody can check a blood pressure or test. I'm a nurse, which I'm a retired nurse, but my sisters are nurses. But it would take nothing, even if you just done it for an hour or a couple hours.
Right.
Because no one's checking on these people.
Right.
They did talk about that at the commission meeting.
Did they?
For the homeless, they absolutely was talking about having somebody from King's Daughters doing a
Wellness check.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
That's what needs to be done. Michael, you need to get a mic on so we can hear you.
Or like the nursing students, don't they have to have so many?
There you
clinical-
go.
Nursing
That's a good
students,
idea.
Right. That could be counted as clinical hours.
There you go. There you go. That's a good idea. That's
Yeah.
a good idea to have these people that are going through school.
Right, because you have to have so many clinical hours. That
Why
could be a
not?
chip off of their
Why
hours.
don't
that
we
they
do
need.
that? I mean, that is a good idea.
There's
We
all
need
kinds
to-
of different things. The fairs that we have,
Yeah.
that could be one of the attractions there. There could be a booth set up with
Right. Oh, yeah.
medical personnel just checking sugars.
Because usually homeless are walking around, and sometimes you might not even know they're homeless, but they
It's
are.
true. Yeah.
They may not look it like everybody's got that vision, but
We didn't look homeless. Like I said, there was a clothing closet there, and you could go in and get your
Wow,
get clothes
see, I
or
love
whatever.
that.
And I always kept them dressed. Just-
I love that.
I mean, even one of the workers told me, she said, you would never look at your daughters and know that you're in the situation you're in because you've always got them dressed so pretty.
Wow.
But no one could look at us. We didn't go out. We weren't dirty.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't
You
go
made
out
sure that they were
rags,
clean.
and
Yeah.
They didn't look like little ragamuffins. I kept them clean.
Right. That's something that you have to commend your mom for.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, look what she done to protect you all and to make you feel like that you wasn't homeless.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of pictures of us from that time, but we have a couple, and you just look at them, and we're dressed just like any. You look at a '90s ad from like J.C. Penney's,
Right.
and it looks like you pulled us straight out of there.
Oh, wow.
And
See,
there's
it's
always toys around us.
It's great. That's great.
Yeah, I don't really.
Kim, you were a great mom. In a way, I think that's God's way of working.
Yeah.
And being
I don't
able,
know what I would have done if I hadn't had them. Like,
Wow.
I hate that I had to put them through that, but
You know what? God put you there. Yeah, there was a reason for everything.
if it wasn't for them, I never would have left him, and I never would have
Right.
done what I did
You had
if
to
it wasn't
for
for
your
them.
kids. Here. Well, you want to continue, Katie? I'll put you on the spot here.
Yeah, I even remember the cops in Dallas being nice to us. They were on horses, and they would stop. They
Really?
would be going down there, and they'd just stop because they would see me and Nikki with my mom, and they would let us pet their horses.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't remember them letting anyone else because they're working animals.
uh-huh.
and then I don't know how you afforded this because I know how much caricature paintings are. But we went to a mall. Was it the mall that we got that
It was
done at?
Planet Hollywood.
Planet Hollywood,
Mhm.
and we got a caricature painting done of me and my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that even then I was like, that cost my mom a lot of money. This should be in a museum.
Wow.
We've since lost it because it was a long time ago. But my mom worked very hard to give us what we had, and
Yes.
I don't remember any bad.
Well, and see, that was her protecting
you.
protecting you and your sister. And it's angels, God, angels. I don't care what anybody says. Some of them people, Kim, that was in your
They were put there for a
path
reason.
had to have been.
Because I don't know what I would have done. I mean, I could have been having the worst day and just somebody would come up to me
Yeah.
and tell me how beautiful my children were and that they had been listening to me sing to them and talk to them and what a wonderful job I was doing. And the girls always they were really good kids. They really were. They always used their manners, and
You can tell they're well taught by Katie. Look at that smile on her face too.
Then you'd stay like you had to wrap Nick every night in gauze
Yeah.
for her skin.
I had to wrap her every 2 hours with wet gauze.
But
Really,
even though you did that, you still wrote us Good Night Moon like every night.
Yeah.
'Cause I begged you.
a book.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was my favorite book, and I have it, and I read it to my daughter all the time now.
And then she learned to read, and sometimes I'd be so tired, and I would lay down to read the book, and she would take it from me and read it to me.
I think you were more. Your age was like you was trying to take care of your mom at times, right?
Yeah, I think to this day I still.
Yes,
kinda
you do that too, and it rubs off on you. You know.
Nikki does too. Nikki, they're both real protective of me.
Well, that's good. That's what
Yeah.
needs to happen. Kids need to help take care of their parents now because they took care of you, right?
Yeah, my sister, she's the one that she's like, if she doesn't like something, she's going to tell you right to your face. I'm going to try to find a solution to where you're both going to be happy, but to where it's going to favor my mother.
Okay, Katie. I always come back to you, don't I? You saved the day for us. So you were talking about how you are protective over your mother.
Yeah.
And I think that's a daughter thing because my daughter was the same way. She used to do the same thing to me, and up till the day, it was like that. So that's a daughter. What about now she was the youngest, right? That Nikki
was the youngest, yeah.
was she like that, or she more like laid back and like whatever happens,
Nikki's very protective too. Katie tempers it better.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki gets really mad really fast if she thinks that somebody's going to disrespect me or if she sees that I'm upset about something because I get upset.
Yeah.
They make fun of me all the time. But I remember things and I think about it, and I don't know, until today I didn't know that she viewed things the way she viewed them.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just lay in bed and you start thinking about mistakes you made, and how you could have done things better. And I feel so guilty for dragging them away from family.
But you did what you had to do for her and your daughter, Nikki, and I commend you for that. That would scare me to death to take off as a single mother with 2 kids to Texas in a car that you didn't even really know this lady, right?
No, and that's why I worry because I feel, what if she had been a bad person?
You know what? I just feel like God did that. God put that lady in. She may not even exist. Who knows?
She may not.
That might be
I said I only
the
know
angel.
her first name.
Yeah, and you hear stories like that all the time.
I can remember her face, but I cannot remember her last name. I don't think I knew it even. But like I said, you'd have thought we knew each other our whole life by the end of that car ride, and she made the whole ride so fun for them. It was an adventure.
See, that's awesome.
And she made me laugh the entire time, and I hadn't laughed in
Gosh, you needed
over
that
a year
though.
probably. I hadn't been happy.
You all needed that.
Yeah, we needed that.
You needed that break from.
I think that car ride alone was healing.
Yeah.
But I just remember as soon as I saw the sign that we were leaving Kentucky, it was like I had taken my first breath.
Mm-hmm.
And I could finally relax.
Wow. So, see, that's deep. That is deep because a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have any clue about domestic violence and stuff like that. But we need to be aware of that, and maybe we'll do a podcast on it one day. I don't know what's in our future, but
You should do one because,
yes,
you know, not to get off subject and get back on that, but people say, well, you asked for it. You went back.
I've heard
but
that.
you know, on average, and it's true because I lived it, on average, that person will leave 9 times before they're finally gone. And once they leave, that's when they're more apt to get killed
Oh wow!
after you've gone.
After you're gone,
After you
they come
leave.
and looking for you.
Yes.
And
And
that's
that's
what
usually
happened.
when it happens.
And that's what happened down there at Safe Harbor, was it? Mm-hmm. Where he got in there, or had somebody come in?
He sent one of his friends in there,
Yeah.
a female.
Yeah, we definitely, Michael. We need to do a podcast on domestic violence for sure.
Oh, I'd love to see if we could get maybe somebody from Safe Harbor to
Yeah,
come
that would be
together,
awesome.
and then they could give out the number. they could do
Yes.
the whole nine.
You probably could because there's some wonderful people that work
Yes.
there.
Well, we need to go visit, and there's so many different. And if anybody's got any suggestions on that, if y'all know the person at Safe Harbor, or now, is there a place called Karen's Place around here? I remember hearing about Karen's Place. Is
I
that
don't
the
know.
same
I don't
thing?
know anything about it.
Look into a bunch of those.
Yeah.
I'd love to have that type of stuff.
It would be great to get somebody from there to come and
Yes.
talk.
Yes. And even Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Come down here and let's
Really want to get them in here.
yeah. Let's get them in here and see what's going on. We need to find out, and what we can do as citizens of the big city of Ashland to help. We need to help.
After I sent you that message last night,
Yeah.
and then I had posted that I
It's
would be
gonna
doing
be
the
on here?
podcast, my phone blew up with messages from people. Some of them I didn't know, some of them I did know, telling me their stories about when they were homeless
Oh wow.
and what they had to go through.
Yes.
And people that they know now are still homeless and what they're going through.
Right. I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah,
I could
it
not. And
was-
see what an impact that can have
I didn't
on
know.
somebody.
I would never have known.
Yeah.
At
Some
least
of 'em.
one of them that I would never have guessed that they were homeless.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of times you don't, okay, we've got a friend that comes in here, and she's got a friend. Mm-hmm. All right. Her husband passed away, the friend of the friend. And she isn't able to draw Social Security yet because she's not old enough.
Oh, yes.
So she never worked. He took care of her. What's she going to do? You know what? She's been homeless for 2 years. Homeless for 2 years because she don't have the means. Now, she did get on the program, but they can't find a 1-bedroom apartment for her. They won't let her have a 2-bedroom because she don't have 2 people
Because
with
there's
her.
not 2 people.
Yeah, so it has to be a 1-bedroom apartment, and they can't find them right now that will take the HUD part of it. So we've got to do better. We've got to
Yeah.
do better. This lady lived the life, until her husband passed away.
We just need to make small, like I said, just a little bit at a time, tiny steps, tiny bites of the elephant.
Yes, tiny bites, just like the mayor said.
Yeah.
And maybe we need to address this again with them too. Sit down and have a chat with them, and let's get some solutions for the city of Ashland because it's needed. Like if Dallas can do that, I know Dallas is a big, or
Like I said,
wherever
I know
clean.
I know they're big and
Yeah,
they have,
we've got
but
to.
but when you break it down, somebody had to start somewhere
Yes,
there.
exactly. Tiny steps lead to bigger and better
Yeah.
things.
Also has oil money, which means they've got a lot of funders, backers,
Fundraising.
things that can just come in and help out with so many different ways.
Right.
Ashland, we don't really have that many resources that way.
Right. So we need to find some, though. Yes, we need to find some resources.
But that doesn't mean that somebody there in Dallas wouldn't want to bring those programs here.
Right. Exactly. So that might be something to look into. You know them. You talk to them occasionally.
With the Genesis people, I've kept in
Okay.
contact with them.
Maybe get in contact with them.
Okay.
Let's all start from here. And Kim, you put that on your agenda.
Okay.
Call them and see, hey, would you all be willing maybe to come to Ashland, Kentucky? It's
Yeah. Or just speak with
yes.
the mayor and tell him how they got started.
right. Oh yeah, because that's where it starts from somebody that
And
has
it's
going
ran
on.
by a church, or several different churches.
See.
Well, look at all the churches we have
I know, and that's what I said earlier.
that
Why-
can work together.
We've got to get this. We got to take action here, and I
Yeah.
think the action is, starting with the churches too. The church has to do better.
Yeah, I agree.
Having to get at least a couple from different ones. I think the one Rico Suave.
House of Grace.
House of Grace definitely has to be one of them. What's the one at the top of the
Southland.
hill?
Southland. It's a college.
Yeah, they're amazing.
yeah.
Like everybody from there is really good.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple more that are kind of predominant leaders of
Yeah,
the church
right.
community. They can probably pass the. Because I mean, this is Bible Belt.
And you know
Right.
that these people probably know each other in
Right,
these
that's what
each
I'm
church.
thinking,
So why don't we try to get all together and try to
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be the same denomination. It's all for the same God.
exactly, exactly.
My buddy, he says all the time, he's like, just help. Don't put anything else at the extra. Don't like, oh, it's brought to you by.
Yeah, just help. I saw
help.
that. I
And-
saw that
Best thing
podcast.
I've ever heard.
And you don't have we don't want acknowledged for bringing people on here. I don't care. We got to do something here. We've got to take action. And Kim, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for you stepping up and reaching out to me, because if you hadn't, we wouldn't be sitting here right now, and I wouldn't know the impact that it has had on you, your kids, and I mean everyone.
I'm glad that you came because I had no idea your view from it.
And this is amazing. I mean, I feel like a little bond there might have happened. Katie, you're a trooper for coming on and telling your side of it, because a lot of times we don't hear the child side, and sometimes they block it out and they don't remember.
That's why I said I can't believe that she remembers as much as she does.
Yeah,
It was a fun time for me. Like we.
Nikki says the same thing though. Nikki says,
Does she?
"Mom,
She
I don't
too?
ever remember ever having a bad Christmas," and I'm like, I cried every
See
year.
here, and see here, you thought that you was this bad mom because you took off from Ashland.
Yeah,
But you done what you had to. And I want you to understand that. You done for them kids. And what a lot of kids don't understand is their parents, mom or dad, sometimes it's vice versa, do what they have to for the kids. And that's a big step for you to have taken by yourself. I want to tell you that.
Thank
It
you.
scares me to death to think of it, leaving like that. But you know what? Moms do what they have to do.
yeah. we do.
Parents do what they have to do.
And just hope that it's good enough.
Yes, and it was. You made the right steps. You done right. You're a nurse now. Is that right?
I'm retired now. but
retired
I'm
nurse?
A nurse, yeah.
Okay. Hey, that might be something you could retired nurses and stuff could step up, and help do well checks and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's so many.
Yes.
I would gladly volunteer
Yes. Yeah. And I would.
because it would give me something to do too to feel useful.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. After retiring, I retired back in March, and
I knew when you did.
this fell in my lap. Literally fell in my lap the day we took pictures.
Get a lot of the nurses and doctors, maybe see if we can make kind of like I don't know if the word for it is coalition, but just like a group of people that can come together and maybe start making steps that way. Like
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Absolutely.
That's a good idea, Michael. Like get even just the retired ones to come up and step up and say, hey, what can I do to help? That's all it takes.
Yeah, you're right.
What can I do to help? And that's what,
one big bite out of this elephant. That's
Yep.
all we need.
yeah, even small bites. I mean, I'd be okay with small bites, wouldn't you?
Anything's better than what we have right now.
Nothing. Oh,
And
well.
like I said, the mayor, he can't do it by himself.
Right. It takes a village. A village.
Well, they say it takes a village to raise a child. Now think about a family.
Yeah.
Or a group,
Right.
Or a group of people. It takes more than the village. It needs everybody's attention on these things.
You say homeless and people pictures
Yeah.
a man drunk or a woman or they're doing drugs. They don't picture the family, the children that are homeless with those people.
Exactly.
There's families homeless. It's
Right.
not just a single person. There's entire families.
And, I mean, there's another podcast in itself. I mean, with the we've done a couple on drug addiction, and I've got a couple people that has committed to me like last night, and today I called a few. I used to be at Graham County Detention Center, and I was over the kitchen down there, and the girls would tell me their stories, and I think I might have a couple of them coming on.
That would be great.
My buddy Josh is going to be doing it every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday, Josh, he is over Passions, right? Passages. Almost right. Okay, close.
Close enough.
Passages.
Amazing, amazing.
Yes.
place. I mean, they deal with like children that have been abused,
Oh,
Yes.
really?
family members that are alcoholics and drunks and drug addicts, and their whole thing is just, can we get you to not do that for one day? Like
Yes,
that's
one
their
day.
whole mission.
Just one
Just
day.
one day.
Let's try to help.
One step at a time.
And then that one step will go into another step, hopefully. But you got to keep trying. You can't give
Yeah.
up on them.
No.
You can't.
But we're quick to do that, though.
Yeah.
Quickly.
I hope one of these days someone will realize that I never gave up. Never, ever did I give up on what he was going through. And I just won't address it right now, but
Right.
I was there. I was one of them moms that was there for every bit of it. And, a lot of times you don't have that. The girls in the kitchen down there, I'm telling you, I was their mom back then.
They don't have, there's a lot of them that don't have any support system.
Didn't have people sending them hygiene and stuff, and they were kind enough to let me bring it in for them.
That was good.
But I'm not tooting my own horn. They let me do that.
That was nice.
And you don't get that often. And I had people would pitch in to help. So there's angels everywhere. People just don't realize it,
Yeah.
They
There are, but everyone always sees everything in black and white, though. There's never a gray area.
and there always is though. Right?
And you can argue with them. Like, I'll see stuff on Facebook all the time that I disagree with and it upsets me, and I'll post. But you can't change anybody's mind on social media.
Yeah, and we love your post, by the way,
Oh,
Kim.
thank you.
Me and Michael both laugh.
Well,
we'll go back and say, Did you see what Kim posted? We laugh. We think it's funny. But you're giving people.
Been put in jail a few times. Facebook jail.
Oh, how long were you in Facebook jail?
Oh,
for?
I've been in for a month at a time. They took my blue check mark and I got demonetized. They said I'm no longer safe to recommend.
Katie, what do you think about that?
I can't even add her to my child's kids messenger.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not even fit to talk to my granddaughter on
Well, she's
Messenger.
been on
I have a second Facebook now, though. That
Oh, you've got another face.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember now that
Yeah.
you said. So you operate both of them?
Yeah, I operate both of them, but I try to keep the other one a little bit better than that one.
right.
So I'm trying to be child friendly a little bit. But
There you go. It's hard to do, isn't it?
It's just funny, and some people take it seriously. Stuff that
Oh,
I
I
post
know.
very seriously.
Oh, yeah. And you probably get messages all the time, don't you?
And I'm like, it's just a joke. It's just a post. It's not the end of the world. It's just something for my entertainment because I think it's funny.
You entertain everybody else too. We'll laugh about something for a few minutes just to, really? She posted that? Now everybody's going to go watch. They're going to friend you now so they can see your post. And that's okay, right, Kim?
That's fun.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to some serious business here. We're gonna be doing some things here. I already know that. I can already see it in Mr. Booth's eyes, and we're gonna try to get some more people on here and talk about this stuff
That would be good.
and see what we can get done. Because we're here to help. That's all we want to do is help people. We got to stay afloat too. So we got some fundraisers
Well, in the
going on
short amount of
too.
time you guys have been here, look how many people you've helped. Just like on Thanksgiving, when I know that you were delivering meals to people. That's amazing.
That's why
you should toot your own horn. That's a big thing.
Well, that's what we're good. We're good. We're good on helping. God put us together for a reason. Somebody told me the other day we were a power couple, and that
you are.
and that made it all worth it. And so we just want to help. Is all. We don't want our horns tooted horns. Or whatever. Sometimes I get my words mixed up, people. I'm a little bit dyslexic, I think. So
Yeah, they
bear
make
with me.
fun of me because I repeat myself so many times.
Yeah, that's what my kids used to do all the time too. Make fun of mom because
What else is there?
exactly. But we'll. Y'all want to say anything else before we close?
No, just that I hope that at least one of these ideas sparks another
Yes,
idea.
right.
Even if we can't do exactly what they're doing, there has to be something that we can do.
Right. Exactly. Something.
Anything
Katie.
more than what we're doing.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. There's stuff that can be done that just isn't being seen
Right,
now. And
exactly.
nobody's wanting to take some people are wanting to take action, but they're not stepping forward.
So it's time to step forward, right?
Right.
And we got your all's pull
And
here.
some people
Yeah.
don't know the first step to take.
Exactly.
But if we get, like he said, a village together,
Let's have a big meeting.
yeah, we should.
Let's try to have a lot of these people that we think can help. Let's reach out to them. And number one, you're going to work with
I'm going
Genesis
to reach out to Genesis.
and see how they got their program maybe started.
Yeah,
and
I'll
go
reach
from
out
there.
to them tomorrow, actually.
Okay, awesome.
And then I'll let you know.
Okay, and
what
then
they say.
we'll take our steps too.
Try to maybe see if you can get a number or something because we can even do conference calls on this.
Yes,
That would be good.
get them on.
Yeah.
It's like a Zoom thing.
Yeah.
Zoom thing too. Yeah, yeah. We can have them on, and they can explain things, and maybe it'll catch the ear of someone that
Right.
needs to hear it.
It may inspire
Yeah, yeah,
and think, well, we could do that.
yeah. It sounds wonderful. You know what? You're brave. You're a brave person. You're a brave, Katie, for coming on with your mom. I thank you for that because a lot of kids would like. I know you're older and everything, but shy away from it. Oh, I don't want to deal with it. Let's just forget about it. You know,
I'm
you're
proud of
brave.
where I came from.
See, I love that. I love that. She's proud, and
Thank you.
yep, yeah, that makes me tear up. I can't help it.
You're going to make me ugly cry again.
Kim, there's people dying.
Oh, see, she
She
stopped.
quotes Kim Kardashian all the time.
Okay, see, that's the reason I called her Kim.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. Oh, you're being inspired by Kim, right? Maybe or maybe not.
You worry all the time about that you couldn't get us great stuff for Christmas. I couldn't tell you one toy I got during Christmas. And I could tell you that every Christmas was awesome.
Thank you.
See, that's what matters, and we're going to leave on that. We're going to leave
Yeah,
on
you're
that.
going to have to because I'm going to have to cry.
We're going to cry a little bit, and then but we're going to get in contact with who we need to, and let's take care of trying to get something started for the homeless. I know we've stepped in a little bit with Justin. What's his name? Melvin. He's over some of the. Michael interviewed him, but it started out as a roller rink, and it ended up being totally
I
different.
watched that one. Yeah.
Yes, it went for 2 hours,
We're going
and
to be delivering and dropping off all this food
Yeah.
and stuff to him tomorrow.
oh yeah, that's one
amazing.
thing. That's one thing we're doing tomorrow. The food that has been donated and the toys that have been donated is going to go to the homeless.
Good.
Yeah, we've raised quite a bit. We're proud of that. That's our contribution, and that's. I mean, all we want to do is help, and that's the first step. You know,
That's great.
we cut the prices on the pictures if they brought a toy or
I
food.
saw that.
And why not? You know, if it's going to help them, then we're going to do it. And that's what Tri-State Media Services is all about. It's a helping.
Well, I think you guys are great.
Well, we
we
appreciate
appreciate ya.
that. Well, we appreciate that too. And we're out here to help. And that's all I can say. We're going to help.
Well, you've helped so many people in such a short time.
It's just been a month and a half.
Yeah. It seems like
They think-
it seems like you guys have been here forever. I can't believe it's only
That's
been a
what
month and
people-
a half.
You know what? That's what people say. They'll come in here and they'll say, "Oh wow, we didn't know it was like this in here, and we've got it really nice." And
Yeah, it's really nice in here.
we got some, people helping us out, getting stuff, bringing in things. Mr. Wayne, he helped us get the building and everything, and we're thankful for him for that. And he was a Vietnam vet. So
Oh,
he's,
really?
he's wanting to help people too.
Yeah,
It all
that's
sparks from
another
the top and comes down.
subject is the veterans.
Yes.
We need to do more for them.
Yes, and we need to have I know we've had a podcast with him for a couple times, but we need to come up with more
Yeah, need to
different
do more.
ones, and we need to help our veterans.
absolutely.
We
Absolutely.
need to do a poll on maybe just figuring out whether or not people like auctions or if they like, silent auctions or raffles or like what's some good ways to raise money for different causes.
Right.
It's not going to be so like break the bank.
Right.
Right.
Difficult for everybody. And that gets people something that they might want.
Right.
Or,
Yeah.
I think silent auctions are good.
See, I've never experienced that now. Now, I know there's one on Facebook right now with the animals, and I donated a candy tray to them to auction off. But it's not a silent, like you bid on the page. So how would you do a silent auction?
So I guess the way that a silent auction goes is that people actually come in and then they write down a bid.
Oh, okay.
Or
Right.
they message you personally and
Yeah.
say, hey, this is what I bid for this.
Okay.
And then you let them know, like either somebody has bid higher or
Okay.
bid lower, but
Yeah.
that's kind of how that works. But
Yeah.
I've never done one personally, so I don't really know. But I just know that there's got to be a really good way to raise money that's not going to be squandered like a lot of
Right.
you see these charities do
Right.
not great stuff with it. So
Right. Well, we're just here to help everyone. So
and I love it. That's the thing
Yeah, I
love
donated
about it.
3 paintings to an auction.
awesome.
Do you remember when that plant collapsed here? It's been 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yes.
And Jamie Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah.
Jamie's my brother. Jamie was my stepbrother.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And they did an auction to raise money for Abigail, his daughter.
Yeah,
and I donated
Abby.
paintings
Yeah.
to that, and they were able to raise a lot. A lot of people donated things,
Uh-huh.
and they were, to my understanding, they made a really huge contribution to her college fund.
Wow. That's
With that.
awesome. I remember when all that happened.
Yeah.
I had all
He
kinds
was
of
in
friends.
there. He's laid in there. Well, what was left of him laid in there for over a month before they found him. But yeah, got him out.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss. That was a tough one to watch
Yeah.
right at Christmas time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. His family really.
Yeah.
Jamie was a good guy.
I'm sure his daughter, that was a nightmare for her. And his girlfriend, I guess, Laura. Is
Yeah,
that-
Laura
you
Conley.
know, and I'm
Yeah, she
friends with
really-
both Laura and Phoebe. Is that her name?
Phoebe,
Phoebe.
Yeah.
They're on my Facebook, and I
They're
sat
on
back and
mine.
watched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it broke my heart for them because, we logically we all knew
Mhm.
that they
Oh, yeah.
held on to so much hope.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to just get through it, But that we're talking about fundraisers and stuff, so that's a idea of what you had, how they done it with Jamie and stuff. So
Yeah, they did really well with that.
if anybody's got any ideas on some fundraising that we can help do to get things going, especially for the homeless.
Even if it's like, we could even do like a small, like, maybe like a concert like thing,
Uh-huh.
like almost the way that Bluebird did. And I definitely know Bluebird is always down to help.
Oh, they would help.
That
I
would
know.
be good.
Yeah. So we
That's
could
an
always-
idea.
I think there's a lot of different
Okay.
potential we
Okay.
could do.
You got my brainstorming now.
Maybe even to like, so they told us down there at the bus station down there, the Ashland bus station, that it's $50 an hour to rent that place, which is
yeah.
That's not-
nothing.
It's
Right.
nice, that
compared
venue
to,
down there.
You
Yeah.
can do a 2-hour thing. It's only going to cost you $100. That's
Yeah.
wild. Like,
And they might even donate it to us, to do something like that.
Right. That could be their contribution.
Yeah, yeah. So that would be great. We'll get this some of the city people into it, and we're going to be having some commissioners on too.
Oh,
they've
really?
they've all agreed to be on. I've gotten their commitment.
That's
and
great.
Mr. Atkins,
Rocky Atkins committed to me the other
Really?
day. He said next time he's in town, he will be sure and let us know
That'd be
and
great.
stop by and do a little podcast with us. So, I mean, we're reaching out to people, and most of them are responding.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a first. And once we do that, then we can get it rolling.
That'd
I
be
think.
great.
Yeah,
because what I'd like to do is start doing lives.
Yeah.
Like where we're
Yeah.
live, and then have these like
People call in?
influential people can get to speak to the people right there on the spot.
Yeah.
That would be really good. Have
Yeah.
people be able to call
That
in.
would be the best way to get it done. But I'm worried about that because you know how people get it. On
We gotta
live,
screen 'em.
Yeah,
right?
you'd have to screen them. But
Yeah.
So I know I can do this with this equipment, so we're working on that. We're
yeah.
working.
That'll be the next step.
Yeah.
But we have come a long way in
Right.
what all we have done, and there's always ideas that we're putting out there, and he just he comes up with so many
Yeah.
things that we can do, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for Michael and all he does for everyone. I just want to say that he's all about helping, and I think God put us together for a reason.
I think so too.
Yeah,
You're a power couple.
power couple. Okay, we're going to leave on that.
Okay, sounds good.
We're sitting here rambling now.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and Kim, thank you for sharing your story. It was hard, I know, but you're gonna help someone out there. I can already tell.
I hope so.
Yeah, and it gives people hope. All right.
Thank you.
So that being said, we're off the air, and goodbye, everyone. Till
Goodbye.
next time. Bye. Wave, everybody.
Bye.
Hungry? Stop by Crisp Dairy Treat and try a delicious footlong and onion rings with an ice cold beverage like a pop or a milkshake. And remember, tell them we sent you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to help the Crisp family, and that's why we have that little commercial.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
My sister Shayna worked there for years.